At BuyerQuest, we're committed to providing our clients with the most intuitive, easy-to-use P2P solution available on the market today. We know that streamlined procurement processes and visibility deliver significant efficiencies to buying organizations. To that end, the Accounts Payable Dashboard, shown here, provides a 360-degree process view and task list for invoice-related actions in one consolidated panel that can be presented front and center on the home page for clear and easy reference and action for all invoice-related operations. The Accounts Payable Dashboard provides all the functionality found in the main menu Payables area for invoices. A user or administrator can consult the dashboard for a quick overview of all invoice status and available actions. The dashboard is clear and it's always accessible as a review and action center for invoices. So as an all-inclusive invoice hub, it takes invoice creation and processing to a higher level of efficiency. Everything a creator, approver, or watcher needs to know or do regarding invoices is always available. So first, let's note the search box here at the top of the dashboard. It's devoted solely to searching for invoices, including both the buying organization's invoice numbers and the suppliers. So let's do a quick search for supplier invoice number here. Just click on Search Invoices and we'll see the invoice details page here. Where the supplier invoice number is here, we can review all of the invoice information, including the history and any attachments or comments that have been made. For specific workflow stages for invoices, the icons in the dashboard are listed in the same sequence as in a customary procurement workflow. Creation here, approval, and reconciliation, in addition to utilities for searching for overdue and due invoices, in addition to reports. So first, let's use the dashboard to create an invoice. These first two icons are used for that. We can click on Create PO Invoice here to get a grid of all the available purchase orders that we can convert to invoices. We can select purchase orders using the filters here and use the Actions menu for further action. And then we can also enter a specific PO number to go directly to the Create Invoice page. So we'll do that. You see that for this purchase order, the information has been entered from the purchase order, and then we can enter all of the other required and optional information as necessary, and then submit to create the invoice. The Create Non-PO Invoice icon is available for users who have permission to create non-PO invoices. This icon links directly to the Create Invoice page, where the user can enter information for the requester, invoice date, preferred currency, and preferred shipping and billing locations. Clicking the Approve Invoices icon displays a grid listing the invoices the user needs to approve. They're in the pending approval state. So here we see the invoices needing approval. Again, we can use the filters to zero in on specific invoices needing approval. And the same is true with reconcile invoices. When we click on that icon, we get the same type of grid as we saw for the approve invoices. This dashboard also includes the ability to specify time frames to list invoices overdue, unapproved invoices due, and invoices due. These icons provide quick entry into the status for these key stages for administrators and approvers. We can specify the number of days for overdue or due invoices, and then click on the arrow to display the listings. The default listed here is 7 days, but any integer may be specified. So, for example, you can change this to see the number of invoices overdue by 15 days. Easy to change the number there, and then we'll get the listing. So we see the selected filters have been input, and we can use the filters to further target specific invoices. Please note that the red triangle indicates that the invoice is overdue. We can also create and view a list of unapproved invoices due in a certain number of days using this icon here. And we can leave this set at 7 days. And here we get a view of the invoices that need to be approved in the near future. We can also check all of the invoices due within a certain time period and review them as the upcoming invoice payment activity here. Again, the filters are selected and we see the invoices. So the accounts payable reporting that we see available from the dashboard here offers overall metrics listed by date and supplier as specified by the user. The snapshot display lists the total number of invoice lines along with total invoice amount and total unpaid invoices. Then we have graphical reports showing easy to read graphs for PO liability, invoice aging, and invoice accrual by supplier down here. This is a quick snapshot of invoice status that can be used to zero in on a date range, supplier, or a combination of both. And additionally, these reports may be printed or exported to PDF and spreadsheet formats. The BuyerQuest Account Payable Dashboard simplifies and summarizes key invoice-related information and action so that users can view invoice status and move invoices through the procurement workflow from one central area. This central invoice hub offers a powerful combination of comprehensive information and easily accessible invoice review and processing that will transform invoice workflow for buying organizations.